going to be a breakout hardpoint, and it is do or die for BDB, as Mike and Ike is up 2-1 in the series. They won the first hardpoint 250 to 230. However, I feel like this one may honestly go kind of the same way, except not as much of a choke. I think that Mike and Ike is going to be able to stay with them and consistently contest and keep this game close, whereas on the first time they were blown out for the first half, and just because of the slowness that BDB was playing with, it allowed Mike and Ike to get back into the game, whereas this one I think it's just going to come down to who's able to lock down spawns, who's able to get those kills off rotation, and that team is going to win this map. Also, be careful to look into use of streaks, because as we saw in that uplink, just some poor use of streaks. They ended up with the win, obviously, still, but just some poor use of streaks that they could have easily used to get more and more points. And on a hardpoint map, especially like Breakout, those streaks are going to come into are going to be a huge factor, because they can easily break you a hill and get you in time. And as I said, force the other team to spawn out and give you an easy 20 to 30 seconds. So this map is going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be closer than the first map, in sense of just constant battling back and forth, teams not really getting up by 100 points, but teams staying within 30 to 40 of each other, and it's going to be a good map for it, I believe. Hopefully it's not the end. We always love to see a Game 5, but they're loading into it right now. Map 4, this is do or die for BDB, as Mike and Ike is up 2-1 in the series. Now, obviously, in that S&D, we saw Purst rocking the NV4, and we weren't really a big fan of it, whereas on this map, I personally have no problem with him using the NV4. However, he has elected to use the K-Bar, but still, Air Expert here joining us in the casting booth. Welcome again.
I'm glad to be here, man. But like you're saying, the NV4 would be a nice choice here from somebody like Speedy Red Raider, which is rocking that likes to post up and like kind of like a formal type of, but like, oh, that was a nasty piece.
We see him get the snapper on pressure right there, starting off 3-0, and as you said, this. I don't know if it is for him personally, but me watching him, I feel like this is Speedy Red Raider's best gun. And especially on this map where it's just such a long map, this is the gun that you want to be using, and this is the person you want to be using it.
Look at this push again, not pushing together. One, ooh, it goes in their favor somehow, but they're going to lose spawns probably.
Actually, they've rotated back. First hill, not much time, as it's only 19 to 12 now coming into this cell block hill. As Person, Dab Pressure both in it. We still have OVO Bandit starting off 0-2, so kind of a slow start, but I mean, really not a whole lot to go on right now. Speedy Red Raider, on the other hand,
is gunning out here, man.
Cooking. 6-1 on a 2 streak, and like I said, this map specific, if he can get that NV4 going as he has right now, they can dominate this map.
I don't want the other team to pull it out, like maybe Dab Pressure, but if Purse pulled it out, they're going to lose all their gun and run, so please do not let him pull it out again, because it needs to fly, dude. It's his best trait. He's not that smart. He just has the gun skill to outmatch anybody, and that's what he does so good.
And that's what we see right there. Purse just pushing him with that K-Bar, is able to break it, get a couple seconds, still down by about 13 as we go into this graveyard hill, and a slow start right now from Dab Pressure, sitting at 1-4, only 3-3 for Purst. And Dab Pressure waited a little bit, that old hill. Like, maybe he was expecting a flank to come through.
Yeah. We already taken the game over with this MV4, man.
Oh, he's not able to get that one, though. That's Purst getting the kill. Sitting at 4-3, and if we... Obviously, it goes both ways. Speeder Raider gets his MV4 going, take over this map. Purst is able to get this K-Bar going, he can take over this map as well. But he's going to need a little help from his teammate, who's sitting at 2-6 right now.
If Purse can get any gun going, man, they're going to win it. He's by far the best Slayer, and he's got to get going. And you know, his teammate just has to help him play objective, get some assists, get a little bit of kills every here and now and then. But they got to play together to help him out with that, because if they do hit him like that every time, there's no way that Purse is going to be able to take him most of the time. There is some times, though, that he pulls out some fucking amazing 1v2s.
That is true, but as we're coming out of this graveyard hill into that back commissary, it's going to be BDB up 69 to 49, a 20-point lead. And we saw Mike and Ike have spawns for that last hill, but now we're going to see Purse spawning all the way out, so BDB is going to be here, able to contest this hill if they push at the right time. But Purse is able to get the first one, and he's able to get the second one.
This is what I'm talking about, that 1v2 thing, man. He can get them sometimes, and it's electric, his gun skill. He can start heating up, get streaks, and just put the other team out of it by just melting.
Absolutely, and it looks like he's not even needing his teammate right now. 3 and 8 for pressure, even though he's traded out by Speed Red Raider. And I mean, Purst is just really locking it down right now. He's able to get the kills when he needs to, except for that one right there, as it's going to be BDB getting that kill to break it open. Speed Red Raider, I'm sorry, and they are going to be able to take the lead if he holds the rest of this time. See Dab Pressure setting up in this new hill as BDB is now taking the lead just by 2 points, so it's already about to be surpassed by Mike and Ike. But this hill in specific is going to be one where we see Speed Red Raiders in V4 really play a big role. This one in the next hill. But this may be one of your money hills because you've got that contest spot, and it's very easy to just sit there, have your teammate watch over you, and get a lot of time here. Dab Pressure's going to break it open. I believe Air Expert may have had maybe having some issues in the party right now. I'm not entirely sure.
They need to push for new spawns when they get those 2 kills. Like, that's gonna hurt them for this rotation with only 16 seconds left. They should fly back there, have one probably posted up P3, you know, and then have the other one in the hill. And when the hill dies, just fly back to the other hill to get spawns. Because right now they're spawning out and it can hurt them in the next hill because it is a money hill back there.
Absolutely, and they don't really have spawns for it as they haven't died, but they're pushing to it right now and down by just about 12 points. Let's go for listening with BDB and see how they're gonna really like kind of heat up, especially OVO Bandit since 6 and 9, and just really hold down this hill and taking advantage of Speed Raiders in V4 right now.
I think I heard both. I spawned showers. You can keep them on balcony, I can tell you.
You get picked off mid right there, bro. Good shit. I'm coming from mid. Good shit, I'm going new.
I'm showers right now.
Fuck, dude, he jumped over me. I didn't think you'd fucking look there.
So on that last hill, we kind of see BDB pushing a little late to get that scrap time, and now Purst FPS is cutting down OVO Bandit right there, and this is just a rough game for OVO Bandit right now. It's sitting at 6 and 12 and really not able to get much going, and it's kind of hurting his team, whereas because on the other side, you got both players performing fairly well enough as they now lead by almost 20 points.
They're both sitting around even, which is, you know, they're doing pretty good. So OVO Bandit has to step it up if they want to come back in this, man. He cannot be. Could have a little pinch forming here.
Already, we're going to see Dab Pressure rotating back to this new hill as they now lead by about 30 points. However, it's going to be Speed Red Raider there already, and they have a chance to take this lead and maybe gain a little bit of a lead of their own as Speed Red Raider is getting pretty close to that kinetic. OVO Bandit still only halfway to his active camo, and that is definitely a streak that you want to have available in your hardpoint games. Mike and I gave.
I don't really like that.
Go ahead. I
don't like that push that much, man. From OVO Bandit pushing the showers. It's a 2v2. You know they're not gonna play smart. You know they're gonna hit it separate and rely on their gun skill. They should have stayed together and just played a trade. And they made it a 1v1, I think, in my opinion.
I must say I agree. It ended up getting Speed Red Raider shot in the back, I believe, from Purst, and gives them the rest of that time. I believe that was almost 20 to 30 seconds. So as we're going into now our third rotation of hills, we see OVO Bandit pick up the 2-piece, but it is Mike and Ike up by 30 points, and let's see how they're feeling going into this next rotation, and if they're going to try and close it out on this in the next hill.
Pop up in. I think he went bottom. Just stay in hill. Stay in hill. The other one's back.
Dude, I stopped fucking shooting at him, man! So stupid.
You gotta break this hill. Yo, we got split spawn.
Perfect. Let's go.
Yo,
Hey!
fuck.
You fucking killed me, man! What are you doing? I got spawns for new.
Trying to stay up.
Come new.
Dude, they're both on me. I can't. There's no fucking way. Let's stay up. I'm about to spawn. I spawn way the fuck out. Run out. Run out. I need you to stay up. So let's go. Stay up, nigga. I'm pushing through mid. Went outside wall run. Oh, fuck is he? He's in back. One's in back, one's outside wall run.
So we finally see the break come in from BDB. We're going to see Mike and I break 200, but BDB is very close to that on their own and has a chance of actually taking the lead if they hold the rest of this time. And this is, like that last time, it's going to come down to the wire. However, Speedy Red Raider does have his connect to work with. Bandit's getting pretty close to his camo now. And
You gotta look at OVO Bandit's 125 all streaks. If he gets that training rocket, that is gonna be big. It could help him security. It'll push him back. Maybe get spawns or something. Whatever they need from it. It could be a big thing. So he needs to play that.
absolutely, and coming into this graveyard heal, it's going to be Mike and I taking the lead 216 to 212. This could probably be the last kill. If we see Speedy Red Raider get immediately melted, he pops his kinetic and dies instantaneously. Bandit's able to gain his bombardment, I believe that is. Pressure now has his own connect to work with, though. As Trinity comes in, able to get one. Traded out by Perst. Bandit is all the way back of Med. Still has a bombardment and camo to work with now. Looks more and more like this is going to come down to that back commissary, though.
They have this bombardment, which is gonna be nice. He can set up back helipad with him, get in it, do it, and let him push back to him or push mid and get that hill and get the advantage in there.
And if I'm OVO Bandit, I feel like you need to go ahead and hit this right now. Stab Pressure has his kinetic, and the thing is, he doesn't have Speedy Red Raider. He's cut down mid, and he's not going to be able to get anything out of it. Pressure pops his kinetic, and
I think that's game, man.
that's going to be game for Mike and Ike, more than likely. They're going to win this series soon? Not quite. Oh, yep, there it is. Mike and Ike wins the game 250 to 232. They're going to win the series 3-1. It was a tight contest all the way around, except for maybe that uplink. Either way, a fantastic performance from both sides. A little off performances for each team from game to game, but let's go ahead and throw it over to Ancestors and see what they have to say about that map and that series as a whole. So that is going to be the series. We see Mike and I taking the breakout hardpoint 250 to 232. It was just barely closer than that scorch hardpoint where it was 250 to 230, but a very good performance. We really don't see any huge numbers popping out. 15 kills, 22 kills, 17 kills, 22 kills. So a very average performance across the board. It just came down to who's able to get off those rotations first. We saw a lot of time on that commissary hill for Mike and I, just being able to get those initial kills off rotation and being able to lock it down themselves. So just a good performance from them. A good performance from Perst FPS in general. He had a 1.3 respawn KD this series, leading all players. And I'm gonna have to go ahead and cast my early vote for him as MVP because obviously he went off the first map, did outright that fourth map. The uplink, we can say he go off. We can say he went off. Obviously it was on his host, so that's you can have an argument right there about that one. But either way, it is going to be Mike and I taking this series 3-1. Fantastic performance from them. So that is going to wrap it up for week 11 of the AAWL. It is Mike and I taking this series 3-1. Hope you enjoyed it this week, and we hope to see you next week for week 12.